Hitting hard with Jon Chuckery, Locked On Sports Atlanta. YouTube.com is where you put our Locked On Sports Atlanta into your search browser. Hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment there. Free and available, all your favorite podcast platforms, including Spotify and Odyssey. Don't forget, Amazon Fire and Roku. You can find us on those platforms now. And then at JMCH316 on my personal Twitter page. Spencer Strider was outstanding again yesterday, and now he's set a new threshold. He's now at 200 strikeouts, if you can believe it. What a crazy number that he's had. 202 strikeouts and 131 in 2/3 innings. Michael Harris continues to be amazing. 18 homers, 16 steals, hitting 300, and he's scored 69 runs. And oh yeah, he's played Gold Glove caliber defense. Now, we've talked about the fact that there's no question Strider and Harris are the two best rookies in Major League Baseball. Forget the National League, in all of Major League Baseball, and I don't think it's even close, okay? This has to be one of those years. And just to give you some perspective, all time in Major League Baseball, okay? This has to be a situation where it's not either or. You have to give the award to both of these guys. So in the American League, it's happened one time. 1979, John Castino and Alfredo Griffin. That's a throwback name for the past shortstop for the Blue Jays and would later go on to play for Oakland. John Castino and Alfredo Griffin were the co-rookies of the year in the American League in 1979. It's happened one time in National League history, and that is in 1976 when Butch Metzger and Pat Zachary of the Reds shared the title. Two pitchers. One was a reliever. Metzger was a closer, and Zachary was a starter out there. That's the only two times in the history of the award, started in the 1950s or whatever, that you've had co-rookies of the year. Can I tell you, the only fair way to do this is to give both guys the award. This is not a skunk whizzing contest, not a pull it out and let's see whose is longer. They both deserve to be the rookie of the year, and I don't think you pick between those two guys. Now, I don't know how that works from a voting perspective. Can you put co-guys in? I don't really care. But both of these guys should be the rookie of the year. Here's what's not fair at this point. To say Harris is the rookie of the year and Strider's second, or say that Strider's the rookie of the year and Harris is second. It's not fair to either one of those guys to be second this year. They've done it with the MVP award, and I know that's a voting thing. When Keith Hernandez and Willie Stargell in 79, the We Are Family Pirates and all that, those guys shared the award. Now, again, that's the Baseball Writers Association of America and this and the other. I don't know if it's the same guys who vote for Rookie of the Year or what have you. But you think about Strider being a 200 strikeout pitcher. Harris might be a 2020 guy when all is said and done. Very capable of potentially being a 2020 guy this season. And it goes back to why I think the Braves are in such good position to make this run in the playoffs. And we can argue, I know Zeno's been arguing about where Strider can be. There are two different arguments about that. One is the argument about where does he deserve to pitch? And the second is, and you're not going to like this, but the decision of where the manager is going to put him. That's two different arguments, okay? We can argue about Strider deserves to be this, that, and the other. Doesn't matter what we think. Last I checked, we don't manage the ball club. If your manager says he's starting game 3, then he's starting game 3. Right, wrong, or indifferent. And wherever Snitker starts him, let's make sure we're crystal clear. Everybody who told me how wrong I was about Brian Snitker better believe in his decisions about the closer and Strider and where he starts. Because you can't have it both ways. You can't tell me how wrong I was and not believing in Snitker and then question his thought process. Because you saw Jansen's still your closer, and when he gets a chance to come into games that are save situations, he's the guy they're going to hand the ball to. That's what they're not going to switch over to Iglesias. They're not going to give Jansen a break. Again, look at Matt Olson. You can't be worse than what Matt Olson is right now, and yet they keep trotting him out in the, 3-4 spot. You can't be worse than Matt Olson. In fact, for the month of September, Matt Olson is hitting, and we'll pull this number up real quick. Matt Olson is now down to 074 for the month with a 310 OPS. And guess what? Snitker plays him every day, and he puts him in that 3-4 spot every day. 4-spot cleanup, playing Olson. So he's not going to change. We can have the argument about where Strider deserves this, that, and the other and everything like that. You saw Ronnie's now back out in the outfield, right? I knew that was going to come here soon. I thought it might be a little bit later. I thought they'd wait maybe a couple of more weeks, but they were always going to play. And obviously, horrible news about Ozzie Albies and the fact that he broke his pinky finger. Now that answers the question about what Vaughn Grissom, where he's going to play. Because he's going to play second base now, because obviously Ozzie's not going to play at least the regular season, and he may miss the playoffs depending on, they'll reevaluate him here in a few weeks, and they'll see what it looks like. He may or may not be ready for the playoffs, but we know for sure the regular season is out. All right, well, that means Grissom, who, by the way, has had some struggles of late. I never believed they were going to move him out to left field in the middle of the season in a pennant race. Never believed it. They didn't really tease it. They even had a few games where he could have stuck him out there. And they also haven't had the right situation. It hasn't been a 13-1 blowout where you could throw him out and left and see what he's got out there. But anyway, there's no doubt about the fact that Strider and Harris are both the rookies of the year. There should not be an either or to this. And this is where baseball, the writers, whoever, give it to both guys. Neither one of those guys is second. They have both meant the world to Atlanta. A kid in Strider 2 years ago pitching at Clemson. You know, the football team that you watch on Saturday? Clemson. 2 years ago, he's at Clemson. This year, 11 wins, 200 strikeouts, 2.67 ERA. Michael Harris, drafted 2 seasons ago, doesn't play a game in AAA. Here he comes through Mississippi. 18 homers, 16 steals to 1 caught, hitting .300, has scored 69 runs, driven in almost 60 runs. He very realistically is going to be a 20-20 guy potentially. I know he's going to get to 20 homers, just a matter if he gets to 20 steals, and I don't think 4 steals is a ridiculous number for him to get. And I think if he's got a shot, don't be surprised to see Michael Harris get to 20 steals. If he's got 20 homers and he's at 18 steals with 8 or 9 games to go, yeah, he's going to go for a couple of steals to get it. He's only been caught 1 time this year. Oh, yeah. He almost made the play of the year in baseball over the weekend, too, with that jump over center field and almost grabbed that thing. But he's potentially a Gold Glove winning outfielder this year. He's going to be in the Gold Glove discussion. He may not get it because of being a rookie, but he's in that discussion. So if baseball wants to do the right thing, I don't even know, again, whoever votes for the Rookie of the Year, whatever that is, if that's the Baseball Writers Association of America, if it's Joe, down the street, if it's your neighbor, okay, give both of those guys, and yes, it is voted on by the Baseball Writers Association of America, give both of those guys the award this year. You want to take it and chop it in half, fine. Make a second award and give it to both those guys. Because nobody, I don't care what analyst you think you are, whatever, nobody saw these 2 guys coming up and doing what they've done for the Braves this year. And a big reason why the Braves are right in striking distance is because what these guys have meant. And that's why I say the youthful invigoration of guys on this team. I think that has done more to help with the complacency of, we won the World Series, or we're going to get back. These guys want to get back. These guys want to win. These guys don't know what they don't know out there. Give them both the award. They've both been outstanding for the Braves this year. All right, thank you so much for making Hittin' Hard with Jon Chuckery your first listen every day. Make A to Z with Mark Zinno your second listen every day. Mark talking all things sports here in the city of Atlanta. Free and available on our YouTube page, Locked On Sports. Check it out there. Hit the subscribe button. Also, download us for free on all your favorite podcast platforms, including Spotify and Odyssey. Leave us a 5-star review. Amazon Fire, Roku, hit us up on those platforms. At JMCH316 is where you hit me up on my Twitter page. Back with you tomorrow. This has been Hittin' Hard with Jon Chuckery, Locked On Sports Atlanta.